Welcome to Season 18 Captain America, aka Blessed Shield build. There are many ways to do this, but this is the starting one. I want you to get the starting one down, that way you can progress further and be able to exchange over into your Legacy and Nightmares build, which is going to be the dominant one that's going to push you up into the higher, greater rifts. So first off, let's start off with your skills, man. You're going to want the Blessed Shield with Combust or Shattering Throw. At this point in the game, you're going to want Shattering Throw. Later on, you're going to want to switch over to Combust and get that fire damage going hard. Steed Charge, you want to put Endurance on there. Provoke, you want Hit Me. Laws of Valor, you want Critical. Iron Skin, you are going to want Steel Skin. And then you are going to want Akarat's Champion with Prophet for that little extra life in case you do die. From there, you want to have Fervor, Towering Shield, Finery, and either hold your ground or indestructible. Indestructible is cool because it's an extra life. You don't just die whenever you get cucked, because you are eventually going to run out of cooldown on this in the beginning stages. Later on, whenever your cooldown reduction's there and you have Akarat's Champion up all the time, it's not going to matter. But if you do switch over to Legacy and Nightmares, you might not have the luxury of having Akarat's Champion up all the time, but the damage you get from the Legacy and Nightmares buff and the Legacy of Dreams gem is going to outweigh that. With this build, you're going to want to make sure that you are getting into these resource cost reduction ones, but the cooldown reduction ones, that teal one right there, you want to get into that, and you want to get into the purple one, the one that doubles your damage pretty much. So far as gear goes on this, you're going to want the Akon's set full 6-piece, which you can get with the Ring of Royal Grandeur. You're going to have the Captain's waist and I believe it's boots. You want to use those two. You're going to have a Khan's Manacle, an Executioner Axe, and a either Ring of Grandeur or a Convention of Elements in the queue, whichever one you have better. You want that 200% extra damage from that. So, excuse me. Uh, you need the Falcon's Foot and the G-King board, and you also need Traveler's Pledge and the Compass Rose so far as that goes. So that's pretty much that there. The Blessed Shield build is really easy. All you want to do is make sure you're staying far enough range. You're utilizing these triunes and stuff like that. Mainly the cooldown reduction one, which is this teal one, and then the purple one, which is the double damage. Uh, from that, just make sure you're staying like further away from the mobs. But if you need to get up in their face and stuff, just make sure that you have your Akarat's Champion for that damage reduction and the increase in damage from that. Especially when you're running this, if you're running a con set, you have to have Akarat's Champion up, or you're just going to do A, no damage, and B, you're going to get severely hurt. The fastest way to get the Legacy and Nightmare set, a lot of people don't really know that. It's not really explained in a lot of videos. People just tell you this is the gear you need, but is to run bounties. Once you hit like T16, Nephilim Rifts and stuff like that, you want to run bounties on T16 and get a whole bunch of those mats. Find the regular legendary pieces, and then you're going to want to upgrade those to the Reforged legendary item in the Herodric Cube to be able to hopefully get a primal. I wouldn't start doing this until you've already run a solo tier 70 rift yourself. You've gotten your free primal ancient, and you're able to actually obtain primal ancient items. So unlock that before you start doing that, please, and you will save yourself a whole lot of the time. Uh, shouldn't be too hard, especially with this build. Like, I'm running 63s and stuff like that. I've been playing very casually since the launch of Season 18. Blessed Shield's really fun. It's cool. You love to see the shields flying around and stuff like that. I recommend rocking a NEMS too. You see, I got NEMS bracers on and stuff like that, but they are not mandatory. I just like NEMS on all my characters. So pretty much that's it, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's informative, and stay tuned for the Legacy of Nightmares version, man. It's gonna kick ass.